Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. It is a cloudy and rainy day here in Los Santos, but I think it's starting to clear up soon. The sun is just starting to peek out. Anyways, it is Tuesday, which means tomorrow on Wednesday, Rockstar will be previewing to us early the new and upcoming GTA Online event weekend update details, information, money bonuses, discounts, and more. Those changes take effect live in-game 4 a.m. Central Standard Time on Thursday morning, or just Thursdays in general. That's UTC -6 converted to your local time zone to get the time the weekly update goes live for you. But on Tuesdays, I like to give you guys a reminder and a refresher of everything limited time that is expiring soon so that you don't miss out. In case you haven't really been playing that much this week, or you just got into the game, you heard about these weekly updates. Well, let's talk about what's on offer, because there are some things that you absolutely do not want to miss out on this week. So thank you guys so much for tuning back in, and let's get started. For the final opportunity for these money bonuses for this week, let's start off with the most impressive one. It is double money and double RP on all counterfeit cash sale missions, both for the actual counterfeit cash factory MC business itself, as well as the associated nightclub goods at the nightclub, which is the cash creation product category. Now, with the free hands-on car wash opportunity this week, you might as well claim that property in business, because once you own it and you're already an owner of it, you get a 35% buff to every single sale mission at the counterfeit cash factory that you do. And so for this week, let's say you apply your equipment, staff, and security upgrades to this business. You buy those for the MC business itself. You apply your mansion production speed boost, and you have the 35% buff to the sale value of counterfeit cash just from owning the hands-on car wash. You're making over $536,000 per hour of pure profit with this business, and that is ridiculous money for any business that generates product in the background for you. This, of course, isn't a counterfeit cash factory guide, but if you guys want to see an MC business guide, I have that linked on my channel, or just check out the money guide from Friday. So just scroll back a few days and check out that video. Here at the car wash, let's talk about some of the money bonuses that you have a limited time left to take advantage of. One on paper that sounds very impressive is triple money on the legal money fronts when it comes to the hands-on car wash, or the smoke on the water smoke shop, or even the Higgins helicopter tour company and business. For some reason, I can't collect any of this while save money. Just the transaction is not processing in the bottom right hand corner. Nothing's working. This is bizarre. Let's log on to the computer though. Basically, when it comes to these businesses, the heat reduction jobs are triple money and triple RP. You're not going to be making very much even on triple money. They're not really meant to be used to make money. They're just meant to reduce the heat on your businesses so that you can continue doing the money laundering operations. But either way, say at the hands-on car wash, for example, you do a car wash normally that'll pay you out $1,000. Now you're making $3,000. Or if you make $5,000 on the Higgins helicopter tour itself that you're actually doing, now you're making $15K. Again, kind of pointless, but that's just one of the bonuses, and it is what it is for this week. And then for some of the other money bonuses you can take advantage of this week, we have the featured series game mode for this week, Hasta La Vista, which is paying out double money and double RP, every single variant of that. The HSW races and race series for players on Enhanced is paying out 4 times money and 4 times RP this week. And then also in the community jobs, we have some of the death matches, which are also paying out double money and double RP. And the last bonus in the jobs playlist I want to talk about here under the missions section, it's the ULP missions. Operation Paper Trail is paying out double money and double RP. If you have GTA Plus, you're making 4 times money and 4 times RP. When I did this for my money guide on Friday, we made over $78,000 for running one of these missions. We did the intelligence mission, or excuse me, we did Operation Paper Trail, and that one took us about 10 minutes start to finish. It's one of the longer variants, but say with 4 times money, you're making very, very good cash right there. Either way, you spend about 5 minutes on these and you could still make some really solid money for the rest of this weekly event. And again, just for some reminders on some of the major property discounts that you can get for this week, plus the free property I want to talk about first, it's the hands-on car wash. In order to obtain this property, or even have the option to obtain this property, you need to head on down to LSIA, watch a cutscene from Martin Madrazo, where you meet, of course, you meet up with Madrazo, but you also meet Mr. Faber, as well as his assistant, Raph. They drive you over to the hands-on car wash, and you can purchase that business on the spot, or return to it later and purchase it. Once you purchase the hands-on car wash, which by the way, again, it's $0 this week, it's completely free for the next couple days before the next weekly event. Once you purchase this business, you gain access to the Higgins Helitours business, plus the actual smoke shop itself, and then you have the option to purchase these 2 businesses. Normally, these are all paid. These are still paid for this week. This one is the one that's free for this week, and I would recommend you pick it up. One, of course, for the reason of you getting the 35% cash buff to the actual counterfeit cash sale missions you do for the MC businesses, but also the money laundering missions pay you out $35,000 every 5 minutes or so with this business. And this is absolutely a good way to make money, just kind of in general, especially once you get a few more businesses under your belt. So that was the free property for the week. Now let's talk about the 40% off property discount and business discount for this week, and that is the Counterfeit Cash Factory, one of the MC businesses. Now, if you still run MC businesses, you run the sale missions, you use the MC businesses to make money, the Counterfeit Cash Factory sale missions in this business should be part of your sale repertoire anyway. When it comes to this business, I own the Grand Sonora Desert location. Normally, that's going to cost you $845,000. This week, it's going to run you $507,000. You could see the other prices here. Of course, having the Counterfeit Cash Factory is worth it once you own the hands-on car wash, because then all the Counterfeit Cash Factory sale missions get that blanket 35% buff to the cash value of each sale mission that you do. And that's excellent this week, considering the hands-on car wash is free. So you're getting that boost to this business just from another free property, which we already discussed. And then when it comes to our vehicle discounts for this week, let's check out Legendary Motorsport and run through some of them. So you have 30% off the Grotti LSCM Cheetah Classic. This is an overpriced version of the normal Cheetah Classic, less customization, costs more. It's going to run you $1.366 million this week for 30% off. You can also pick up the Gallivanter Baller ST for $467,250 at 30% off. You can also get the Western Reaver for 30% off or spend $1.33 million on it. On Southern San Andreas Super Autos, check out the Vapid Click Wagon on sale for 30% off for $843,500. The Grotti Brioso 300 is also on sale for 30% off, $427,000 or $320,000 with the trade price. Next up, the Dinka Sugoi in the 4-door category, you can get for $856,800 or $642,000 with the trade price at 30% off for this week. On Warstock Cash and Carry, you can grab yourself the Chernobog for 30% off, $787,000. If you have a second person to man this vehicle with you, it can be a good tool, but it's just so niche and situational, it really isn't that worth it at all, honestly. I would say for like 99.9% of the player base out there. The Prison Bus is also on sale on Warstock for 30% off for $512,000 or as low as $385,000 with the trade price. And then don't forget, also on Warstock, it's part of the Mobile Operations Center category, specifically the Joe Built Hauler Custom Cab for the MOC is 30% off this week. Not the Phantom, you could just get the cab over design for the actual MOC cab, and that will be 30% off. You can get this for $980,000 instead of $1.4 million. Not too bad, honestly. And then one final discount on Elitist Travel, the Buckingham Maverick you can get for $546,000 right here. Oh, I also forgot to mention on Warstock Cash and Carry as well, just because I didn't scroll down far enough. The Nagasaki Buzzard Attack Chopper, 30% off, $1.225 million right here. At the Diamond Casino and Resort, your podium vehicle at the Lucky Wheel is this beautiful Ubermacht Rebla GTS, which is probably a top 3 SUV in the game. I mean, it's up there with the Pegassi Toros. I like this vehicle better. It's definitely one of the fastest SUVs in the game. It has excellent acceleration, amazing top speed for the SUVs class as well. It's got all-wheel drive, so you're going to get a bunch of strong grip. You can be really confident taking corners, and if you want to go off-road, this thing also performs very, very good off-road as well. Customization-wise, this car actually does offer a lot of customizability and personalization for it. And that's another feature that I like about that vehicle, because you could style it any way you want. You get tons of cool looking paint jobs that you can apply, all the usual stuff. Let's see if we can, well, we're not going to get the car. What discount are we going to get though? It's been a while since we've gotten a discount for one of these videos. Pedal and Metal, we got a bike discount. I already own all the bikes in my garages though. Oh, okay. Well, it is what it is. Don't forget about the daily visitor chips at the cashier too. Here at the LS Car Meet, your prize ride for the week is the Maxwell Vagrant, and the prize ride challenge for this week to unlock it, you can see I haven't even bothered to do it. It's placing top 2 in the LS Car Meet Series races for 4 days in a row to unlock this vehicle. Now, it's not a bad buggy by any means. It's actually a pretty cool one. When it comes to like off-road speed, it's actually pretty fast for an off-road vehicle. You get good acceleration and a pretty high top speed. Keeps up with some of the dirt bikes in the game. Handling's pretty nimble, it's tight, it's got a good feel to it. Like, it's very responsive. The suspension's pretty nice. It's better than like a Dune FAV, but it's not as good as, you know, obviously other top tier off-roaders in the game, say like the Declassi Draugr or the Canis Camacho. I don't know why we have the dollar rims on here. That is just so tacky. I don't know who made that choice, but either way, if you want to take this thing up Mount Chiliad, it'll do the trick. It is rear-wheel drive, and it has a 6-speed gearbox, which is definitely on the rarer side for vehicles, because a lot of sports cars in the game and supercars actually have a 5-speed gearbox. I'm not really sure when it comes to like off-road cars in this game what the typical gearing's like, but I know that 6-speed versus 5 in general is just kind of like on the rarer side for this game. I already have a Maxwell Vagrant. It's in the off-road section of my nightclub garage on basement level 3, so there's no need for me to get a second one. This vehicle's cool, but I don't need 2 on the same character. When it comes to the salvage yard vehicle robberies for the remainder of this week, like I said, you have a couple days left to take advantage of these. I mean, there's nothing exceptional. None of them are claimable or anything like that, but you can still make round numbers about $1 million here. So starting off, we have the Dinka Blista Conjo. This is the standard range car featured in the Podium robbery for the week. Then we have the Bravado Gauntlet Hellfire, the mid-range car for the week featured in the McTony robbery. And then the Overflod Autarch featured in the Gangbanger robbery. It's the top range car for the week. I've yet to do a single vehicle robbery for this week, so catch me live over on twitch.tv/hazardoushdtv later to see me just knock all three of these out in the same day. And when it comes to the gun van stock and selection, let's check out what we have on offer. So we have the stun gun featured here, which is good for securing the bail office bounties. The service carbines featured here. The military rifle, this is a 50% off weapon this week if you don't own it. The homing launchers featured here, the vintage pistol, as well as the battle axe. If you're a GTA Plus member, you can also pick up this stun gun here, like I was talking about, for 30% off. Also at the LS car meet, we have these three vehicles available on offer for us, so let's check them out. I guess we'll go with the most exciting one first. Let's start out with this Dinka Jester. This is the race car variant of the Dinka Jester, so if you do buy it from here, obviously you get the car and it's excellent. It's inspired by the 2015 Honda and Acura NSX. It's a great sports car, super good top speed, at least for the time it came out. It's not going to really be that competitive nowadays, but agile enough handling, very good performance in the rain though. And if you guys used this while there was snow in the game, you would have noticed how amazing this car is. The downside of the Dinka Jester race car variant is you can't remove the race car livery. I think you can change it to a different one, but you can't remove it altogether because the standard Dinka Jester is the actual vehicle without the racing liveries applied. So this one has the racing liveries. Nonetheless, excellent car though. You definitely got to unlock it this week. I think it is worth the full purchase price at $350,000. Next up, the Anus Stafford. This is a pretty interesting vehicle. It's old, it's retro, it's kind of inspired by I think the 1959 Rolls-Royce Silver Cloud as well as the Jaguar Mark 9, I believe, kind of combining those two cars in the game, but pretty smooth vehicle to drive around the map in. Decent acceleration and satisfying enough top speed for its size and probably its weight as well because it's super heavy. It also has rear wheel drive. It's gonna oversteer. It can't really take corners very sharply, but nonetheless, it's not supposed to be like a sports car in this game. $1.272 million if you want to pick this one up this week. And then lastly, we have the Benefactor XLS. Honestly, just go with the armored XLS through the CEO vehicles menu if you're already a actual CEO in the game. But nonetheless, if you want to buy this version, this all-wheel drive SUV is both good on-road and off-road. You get better traction compared to some other SUVs in the game. Not really the Rebel GTS. If you want an actual SUV to drive around in, that Podium vehicle is definitely the way to go. When it comes to this Mercedes here, reasonable acceleration, higher than average top speed compared to some vehicles in the game. A Mercedes-Benz GL class IRL is definitely more exciting of a performance profile than this vehicle in the game, just because I feel like this car has more body roll than the actual SUV does in real life. You can obviously lower the suspension a little bit. There's not the most customization options for it either. The Rebel GTS has way more, so if you just want a sportier SUV, that would be the way to go. But again, the CEO vehicles menu armored XLS is obviously this, just on steroids because of the extra added armor protection. But if you do want to buy this one, you can pick it up for $253,000, so it's not that expensive. Here at Simeon's Premium Deluxe Motorsport, we have the following 5 vehicles to check out. So let's just go left to right. Starting out, we have the Invitero Coquette Blackfin, which top speed wise and handling, it's very, very good compared to some other muscle cars in the game. It's not going to be the fastest vehicle, but you can navigate some tight corners really easily with this car. And also, it has a great exhaust note. You guys will definitely not be disappointed in that. It's based on the 1956 and 57, as well as the 1961 and 1962 Chevrolet Corvette. You get some Nash Healey elements mixed in, as well as elements from that Austin Healey 3000 as well. If you want to pick up this car, it is going to run you $714,210. Next up, the Dubachi Exemplar. Honestly, for an older Dubachi vehicle, this thing has amazing handling and balance in the game. It does have rear wheel drive, but when it comes to handling, once again, I mean, especially for a big, long 4-door sedan, this is going to outperform many of its rivals in the corners, you know, on twisty tracks, circuit racing, things of the like. If you are a competitive racer from the old times of GTA Online, you definitely know this car and you probably like it. So if you do want to buy it now, $240,000 purchase price. Next up, we'll move on over here. This is the Vapid Retinue, which in the speed department as well as handling, it's really good. If you want to take it off-road, obviously it's sort of meant for that, sort of like an older rally vehicle, I guess. It's lightweight, balanced power delivery, retro styling, so performance-wise going to be nothing crazy, but still worth owning in my opinion. And if you want to pick it up, $652,000 purchase price. Next up, the Canis Seminole Frontier. I mean, this is just an old school second-gen Jeep Cherokee. I love these older Jeeps, and this is a very dependable one in this game. Once again, there's so many like off-road focused vehicles when it comes to all the different in-game vendors this month, or excuse me, this week. But again, off-road capability and durability of this SUV is really good. The top speed, I'll be honest, it kind of sucks. I mean, it's 100 miles an hour and it's only a 4-speed all-wheel drive SUV. So it's going to be slower just on the street, but off-road, of course, with that nice suspension, put some better tires on there, off-road tires, etc. You will be good to go. If you want to rock crawl with this thing, you have enough ground clearance, nothing exceptional, but it is what it is. Pretty stable, you're not going to flip over, and I just love this style. This body style is timeless. $713,000 purchase price. Next up, this is the Western Wolfsbane. Now, this is a pretty unexciting bike. Average top speed. Acceleration, honestly, with this thing is pretty nice. You can maintain better control once again on off-road if you want to take this thing off there. You're not going to have a bunch of wheel spinning, or you're not going to lose control that much. But it's not a super bike or anything like that. It's not going to win you any races, and certainly I wouldn't use it in like a time trial or something of the like. The only thing that I can point out with this vehicle, with it being bad, is like its turning radius. It's not very maneuverable at low speed whatsoever, but that's not the biggest deal, right? It's kind of like a cruising motorcycle. So if you want to pick it up, $121,789 purchase price. We're going to be wrapping everything up right here, though, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you guys did go on to enjoy or just found the information helpful, a like rating would, of course, be amazing. Helps out the channel a lot. Of course, consider subscribing to the channel if you guys are new as well and you want to see more GTA 5 online content just like this. But also check me out over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, specifically twitch.tv/HazardOusHDTV for more GTA Online money grinding live streams in the future. Hopefully, you all have a fantastic day. I'll see you guys tomorrow with a new weekly update, news, and information when it goes live in the afternoon. All right, guys, have a good one. Adios, amigos.